One, go.
All right. Good afternoon, Madam President, Trustees, Superintendent Segura. I'm privileged to be joined by Mr. Jeremiah Willis, our principal of Mendez Middle School. We're going to go through our presentation. We're prepared to answer any questions next Thursday night, and we look forward to the opportunity of visiting with you. So, Mr. Willis?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Willis. I'm the campus principal here at Mendez. I am going to go through and share some information with you all. All right. So our first piece of information that I would like to share just outlines our 7th grade enrollment and demographics. So here you see a breakdown of those things. We have our Hispanic, Asian, Black, and African American, 2 or more races. We have the total amount for our grade level as far as females and males. And then we also have additional information just below that. As we move forward, this is also just another breakdown. This is for 8th grade this time. Is the same breakdown as the 7th grade slide. All right, here is a report so far on our average ADA. So currently we are at 90%, which is an increase from last year. Our enrollment is currently at 194, and that is for our 7th and 8th grade. Mr. Craddock, would you like to speak on this a little bit?
I would. Thank you, sir. So as we presented to the board in June, we know this was a point of concern with Austin Independent School District as well as with Third Future. And so I am happy to say, well, we've hit we're better in one metric and we have not improved in a second metric. The first metric we've improved in is our ADA. So at the end of the year last year, it was roughly 80%. So we're 10 percentage points higher. Mr. Willis and Ms. Miranda are doing a very good job with student outreach and getting those 7th and 8th graders to campus. That's good. However, our enrollment is still not where we would like it to be. Actually, at the time of this recording, that number is actually 201. And Mr. Willis and I will be prepared to present the most accurate number next Thursday evening when we present to you.
Sounds good. All right. Here we have a breakdown of our teachers here at Mendez. So we are in classrooms every day, myself as well as Miss Miranda. We also have our teacher leaders that go on rounds with us as well. And we are in classrooms giving informal coaching and formal coaching to our staff in all content areas. So this is just a breakdown from weeks 3 through weeks 8 of where our teachers are as far as proficiency. So as you can see, they are hovering around anywhere between 50 and 75% on a weekly basis. This is a good sign. Our team we have a really strong team. And so I know that they are doing what's best for students. Mr. Craddock, did you want to add anything on this one?
I do. First, I just want to say that, as we all know, the number one variable in student achievement is the quality of instruction that students receive. That is true across the nation. This information is provided to principals weekly. The expectation is that they break it down, and I'm very happy to report that Mr. Willis and Ms. Miranda do a great job of doing this. They utilize this weekly, and they look at 2 things. They're looking at systemically, what is the school doing well instructionally, and systemically, what is an area of an improvement. And so they tackle that as a campus through professional learning communities. But then they're also looking at individual areas and individual coaching points for teachers. Again, where are we? What are areas of success? And then what is a specific area that teachers can work in so that they can differentiate their instructional coaching and their instructional feedback to impact the quality of instruction. And I will speak and I want to just give kudos to Mr. Willis and Ms. Miranda around their ability to do this. I think our admin team, that's some of the highest performing administrators we have in Third Future schools. And it's borne out, and you can see in the results of the STAR assessment, the report card rankings, as well as their NWEA MAP growth assessment. So we look at this weekly. This is the number one critical factor for us. It's key action 1 in our action plan. And Mendez is definitely on the right track with this when I compare them to the other schools in the Third Future Schools portfolio.
Good deal. All right. As we are moving through, so these are just a list of some things that we do here at Mendez to help build our leadership capacity, so to help grow leaders on our campus. We are very intentional with this. I know in year one, we were able to grow some teacher leaders to APs at other campuses, other Third Future Network campuses. And so these are just things that we are continuing to do as we work with our teacher leaders that are currently on campus. So this is just an outline of some responsibilities that they take part of and that they actually lead on a weekly to daily to even monthly basis. So they open and close the building. They lead sections of our professional development and PLCs. I mentioned earlier that they conduct classroom observations with myself and Miss Miranda, just to make sure that they are sharpening their instructional eye. Of course, they participate in some of our leadership meetings, and then they also serve as admin on duty while myself or Miss Miranda are off campus. And then, of course, they also lead some other things, which is our morning meetings, which is our assembly time that we do each morning, every single day with our students, just to help set the tone for the day and help be intentional on doing the things that we did well, continuing to do those things, and then to build on those things that we still need to improve on. These are just a list of some of our parent engagement things that we've done this year, and some things that we also have upcoming. So we hosted a parent Title I night where we also paired that with a Loteria game night. We had a huge turnout for that. I would say probably one of our most successful parent nights that we've had since we've been here. We had a lot of families participate and be a part of that. They were also there to receive that information regarding Title I information. We've hosted athletic events. We've gotten a lot of praise on the atmosphere at our home games here in our gym. We tend to have a live band. We have concession stands, and it's just a true middle school experience for not only our students, but for our community as well that comes to the games and shows their support. Upcoming this month, we have a trunk or treat that we plan on doing that we're rolling out October 25th, which is a Friday, where we're encouraging our families to come and be a part of the trunk or treat. We have staff that are decorating their trunks, and we also have carnival activities that will be happening during that time as well. We are currently receiving food for our food drive. We plan on helping support our families in and outside of the community during that time, during that fall time, specifically for Thanksgiving. We're collecting donations now, and we want to make sure that we are able to support our families and any family that could use it. We also have a band concert that is coming up in December. We do that every year. And then we're also being very intentional during our professional development days, during our planning times, where we are sending either home positive notes to our students and making phone calls to those families as well. And those are positive phone calls, just making sure that we are sharing all the good things and all the good news to our families, as I know that they may not be accustomed to some of those positive phone calls. We have done that on a weekly basis to all of our families, 7th and 8th grade. Our diet and athletics program. So our athletics is moving along as normal. We are actually completing our football season. We are actually completing our volleyball season as well. We've had sports in the past. This is actually our first year completing athletics all the way through. So we've had 7 football games, and I believe around the same amount of volleyball games. We also have our Glam Mav squad that has been attending our football and volleyball games. So that is also a part of our athletics. We have some upcoming sports as well, basketball, soccer, tennis, track, and cheer. And then we've also rolled out this year with our DIAD program, and these are classes that happen during your normal school day. We have cooking with Chef Harris, we have art, we have mixed martial arts, and we actually have added photography as of last week. And so our kids are getting those opportunities along with their traditional elective classes like band and PE. They also get our DIAD classes that we offer as well. So they almost get like a double dip in electives. But those are some of the DIAD classes that we're offering this year. The kids are having a good time. These are actually classes that they recommended that we bring or add this current school year. So we have a lot of student buy-in when it comes to our DIAD program. And then, of course, we also are doing our student travel. We make announcements during that every morning meeting. We will be sending more information out as we get closer to narrowing down that list of students who are actually traveling. Our 7th graders, once again, this year will be going back to Washington, D.C., and our 8th graders this year are getting to experience Germany. which is new. Last year we went to Canada, and the year before that we went to Japan. Mr. Craddock, anything you'd like to add on dyad electives?
No, we're just we're proud of student travel. We did elect to go obviously went out of country last year to Canada, but this year we'll be attending Munich, Germany. And actually the trip is a little bit longer than we've done in the past, because we were able to get a really nice itinerary for the eighth graders that'll be traveling to Munich, Germany.
Good deal. All right. At this time, first I would like to thank you all for allowing us to be here and share this information and spread all the good news as far as what's happening at Mendez. We are more than welcome to field any questions you may have.
Again, I echo Mr. Willis. We appreciate the time, and we're looking forward to being there with you in person next week. And we'll take any questions that the board may have. So thank you for your time.